Hello and welcome to the 5th lesson in English for grade 8. Today we will continue a couple of activities in your English Pupils book which is related to Unit 1, Plan the Work, Work the Plan. So please get your English Pupils book and your writing book ready with you. So the first activity which we will be doing today is going to be the activity 1.6 in English Pupils book, which is in your page 7. So you may turn to page 7 for the activity. So as usual, let's look at what are our outcome of this activity. You, the students, will be able to study the picture given and to derive the meaning of a particular text. That means you will be given some pictures which you need to monitor carefully and try to map it to some given texts. Okay, so let's look at the activity. Tamia and Tenuka met a new friend, Raju, who shared with them a new way to pack the bags. Look at the picture clues and find how he arranged the bag. Rearrange the pictures and write the relevant number against each sentence. So these are the 11 pictures which are given to you. So observe these pictures very carefully and try to understand what this picture is trying to illustrate us or to show us. As an example, we can see here that it is shown how to fold some clothes. And here we are shown how we need to prepare a list when we want to pack our things. So observe these 11 pictures very carefully and then let's look at the given sentences. So these are the given 11 sentences to which you need to map the given pictures. So what you need to do is you need to read these sentences and see to which picture this matches to and write the number of the picture in this box. So I will read these sentences for you. Gather all the clothes you will need. Roll softer clothes. Fold the stiffer ones. Arrange the rolled items and folded clothes separately. Top the pile with the clothes you will need first. Write a list of items you will need. Select a suitable traveling bag. Put all toiletries separately. Use a separate bag to put shoes or flip-flops. Your packed bag will look like this. Use the corners to put rolled clothes. Okay, so now you can see the pictures given and you can see the sentences. So what you need to do is try to map all the pictures to one of these sentences each. So before starting the exercise, I would like to explain few words. So here, top the pile with the clothes you will need first. So a pile means it is when we keep clothes on top of each other, we make a pile of clothes. And then what is meant by toiletries? So toiletries means all the things which we are using when we are in the washroom. That is when we are brushing our teeth, when we are washing ourselves. So what are the things we use? Those come under toiletries. And these flip-flops, I think we already discussed. So I would like to give you 5 minutes. You have 11 sentences. So you have approximately half a minute per one sentence. So take 5 minutes and try to identify which picture matches to which sentence. So please try it by yourself and then we will discuss. Okay, so I hope the time given has been enough for you to find the correct images. So shall we discuss the answers now? So here we go. So the first sentence is gather all the clothes you will need. For which the picture 4 is the matching one. So there it shows that you need to gather for hot, for cool, so different circumstances. So you need to gather all the clothes which you might need. The second sentence, roll softer clothes, and it matches with the second picture. So if you carefully look at it, you can see the person shown in the picture is rolling the cloth. Right? And the third sentence, fold the stiffer ones. What is the correct image here? It is the picture 6. Just so in the 6th picture, it shows that the stiffer ones are folded. Fourth sentence, arrange the rolled items and folded clothes separately. So, for this sentence, it is the first picture. So, there it is clearly shown that the rolled items and the folded ones should be arranged separately, not mixed together. The next sentence, top the pile with the clothes you need first. So for this, we can take that the 11th image is the correct one. So there you are shown that somebody is keeping some new clothes at the top of the ones which are already arranged. So we can take it as we are piling the clothes which we need first on the top. The next one, I think it is really easy. Write a list of items you will need. So it matches with the 5th picture. So in that picture, it shows someone is writing what are the things she needs. And then select a suitable traveling bag. So if you observe, you can see several types of traveling bags in the picture 7. So out of these, you need to select the correct bag. And then put all toiletries separately. So for this sentence, we can consider the picture 3. So there you are shown with toothpaste, toothbrush, and maybe some soap or face wash, which means these are the toiletries which we need to arrange separately. The next sentence is, use a separate bag to put shoes or flip-flops. So for this, we can consider it is the 8th picture. So there you can see that your shoes are packed in different bags. The next sentence, your packed bag will look like this. So finally, after doing all these things, this is how your bag will look like. So we can consider it as the 10th picture because we can see that it is arranged nicely and arranging is completed. And the final sentence, use the corners to put rolled clothes. So we can consider it to be the ninth picture, where we can see that some things which are in between, the already arranged items, we can put them in those corners. So these are the matching images for the given sentences. So I hope now you are clear how we need to observe a particular image and how to extract the information in the image and match it to the given sentences. With that, we can move on to the next activity. So today's second activity is also going to be from the English Pupils book, activity 1.7, which is in page 9. So you may turn to page 9 and see what we are going to learn from this activity. You, the students, will be able to form the plurals of countable nouns adding s or es. So here, what we are going to learn is, if we have something in the singular form, that means only one noun, how we are going to make it into a plural form, which means when we want to represent several number of those nouns. So let's move on to discussing this. Okay, so before moving on to the plural of countable nouns, let's see what are countable nouns and uncountable nouns. I'm pretty sure you might have done this in a previous grade, but still I just wanted to recall your memory so that you understand what we are discussing today comes under countable nouns. So what are countable nouns? A countable noun is a noun which can be counted. As an example, it can be an apple, it can be a school. We can count the number of schools in Sri Lanka, or maybe the number of schools in Central Province. Likewise, and then we can count pictures. One picture, two pictures. Likewise, we can count books. We can count vehicles. So anything which we can count are considered to be countable nouns. So the countable nouns can be singular or plural. As an example, here there is a book on the table. So here a book means a countable noun. Whereas those houses are very big, aren't they? So houses, it is a plural. So we can see that countable nouns can be singular as well as plural. On the other hand, what are uncountable nouns? So uncountable nouns we cannot count. As an example, sugar. So if we consider only a small amount of sugar, maybe only a little, we can count the number of crystals. But in general, when we talk about sugar, we cannot count. Even the sand, we cannot count. Information. So the information which we are getting, it is not countable. Water. We cannot count water. Yes, we can measure the volume of water, but we cannot count the water. And understanding. The understanding which we are getting, we cannot count. So all these uncountable nouns are generally having singular verbs. So here there is some water in that picture. So when we say some water, still it is plural, but still we use there is. There is some water. We never say there are some water. We say there is some water. But here in countable nouns, for one book, we said there is a book. For houses, those houses. Okay, so that is the difference between the countable and the uncountable nouns. Okay, so now, as I said, what we are going to learn today is the plural, how we are going to find the plural of a countable noun. So here, before moving on to detailed discussion, I have included some examples for your reference. So, if we take a book is one book. That means it is singular. What is the plural form? Books. So we add S to the end. A girl. Girls. So we add S here. A box. Boxers. So in this case, you can see we add ES. Not just S, but we add ES. A mango. Mangoes. So here also we add ES. An animal. Animals. Adding S. An umbrella. Umbrellas. An onion. Onions. An egg. Eggs. From these examples, you identified that when we are making a singular countable noun into the plural form, we may either add simply S or else ES. So how we are going to decide whether we need to add an S or ES to the end of the word? So let's see few guidelines. So now let's see how we decide whether we are going to add an S or ES to the end. So the first category is the regular nouns. So regular nouns means just the nouns which are around us, which are not having any specific property. So car, dog, book, house, apple. So for these type of nouns, we can add S. Cars, dogs, 2 books, 2 houses, 2 apples. So what we add is simply S. But if any word ends in S, CH, SH, X or Z, then we need to add ES. As an example, bus. So it ends in S. So if any word ends in S, we need to add ES. Buses. And then CH. Match. Matches. SH. Dish. Dishes. Box. Boxers. Quiz. Quizzers. So here we can see adding simply an S will not be easy for us to pronounce. So that is why we add ES. Buses. Boxers. The third type is when we end our word in F or FE. Examples: leaf, wolf, life, knife. So for these words, we need to add VES. As an example, leaf, leaves. So we add VES. We remove this F and we add VES. So F gets replaced by V and we add ES. Wolf, wolves. We remove F and we add VES. And then life, we end with FE. Lives. Knife, knives. But here we can see there can be some exceptions like roof, roofs, cliff, cliffs. So there can be some exceptions which will not be following this rule. But these are the general guidelines. The next category. When a word ends in vowel plus Y. So what are vowels? A, E, I, O, U. Yes. So if our word ends with a vowel followed by a Y. As an example, day. This is a vowel. Day. Key. Boy. Guy. Donkey. So in this kind of types, we add simply S. Day, days. Key, keys. Boy, boys. Guy, guys. Donkey, donkeys. Right. So you simply need to add the S. The next type is ends in consonant plus Y. So previously we looked into vowel plus Y. Now we are looking into consonant plus Y. So I hope you remember what is consonant. Consonant is any letter in the English alphabet except the vowels. So we had 21 consonants. So if our word ends with a consonant followed by a Y. As an example, city, TY. So T is a consonant followed by Y. Baby, B followed by Y. Then what we need to do is here we remove Y and we add I in S. So we need to remove Y and add I in S. So when we had F or FE, we removed it and we add VES. Likewise, here we remove the last letter Y and we add IES. City, cities. Baby, babies. Story, stories. Party, parties. Country, countries. So next, what we have is irregular nouns. Earlier we looked into regular nouns, but now irregular nouns. So what are these irregular nouns? It is when we take the plural of the noun, it is going to be different. It is not just adding any words like we did here. So here we added IES, here we added simply S. But when we talk about irregular nouns, the plural is going to be a totally a different word. Examples: man, men, child, children, foot, feet, tooth, teeth, mouse, mice, person, people. So these nouns, we cannot say that to add any letters or whether to remove any letters, but they are not following a particular rule, but we have a different word as the plural form. Moving into the next type. Ends in vowel plus O. So earlier we considered vowel followed by Y. So now vowel followed by O. So in that case, we need to add S. Zoo, zoos. Radio. So here I is a vowel, O again a vowel. So we have two vowels. In that case, we have to add only S. Radios. Stereo, stereos. Video, videos. Kangaroo, kangaroos. So next, the consonant. So the consonant followed by O. Hero, R. Hero. So what we need to do here is add ES. Hero, heroes. Echo, echoes. Tomato, tomatoes. Potato, potatoes. But there can be some exceptions like piano, pianos. Photo, photos. So mainly most of the words which are having this consonant followed by an O at the end of a noun will lead to add ES, but there can be couple of or few such exceptions. And the last type which we will be discussing is where we do not have any change. Whether it is singular form, whether it is plural, it is going to be the same word. Sheep, sheep. Deer, deer. Fish, fish. Series, series. Species, species. Okay, so I hope now you got some understanding how we need to add, whether it is an S, whether it can be an ES, and earlier we saw that sometimes we add IES or else ES. So likewise we either add few things or else we do no change or else we do a total change when we want to convert a singular form into the plural. So these different types or these different classifications, you need to have some understanding. So in that case, if you come across with any unfamiliar singular word, you can use these guidelines and to convert it into plural form. I hope it is clear to you. So please go through these 3 slides which I discussed with you on how we are going to make a singular countable noun into a plural noun, so that you are very clear on it. And then let's move on to a couple of exercises. So this is the activity which is given in the Pupil's book. So you are given 10 singular form countable nouns and you are asked to write the plural form of the following words. So I will give you 3 minutes. Please complete these tables and try to find what are the words which comes for the plural form. And also, when you are doing this, try to recall the different techniques or the classifications we discussed. As an example, this cup is going to be a regular noun. Cloth, you will have to see what it is. Toothbrush, sh. And when it is ending with s, when it is ending with ch, when it is ending with an o, and the before letter is a consonant. Consonant followed by o. So think these scenarios and try to fill the plural words. I will give you 3 minutes. Okay, so I hope you have been able to find the plural words for these singular words given. So let's discuss the answers. Okay, so if we look into the words a cup, so it is a regular noun. We add s, cups. And then a cloth, which ends in th, clothes. We need to add es, clothes. A toothbrush, we end up with sh, toothbrushes. Es. A compass, we end the word with s, compasses. Torch, we end the word with ch, torches. Es. A boot, boots. It is a regular noun. A uniform, again a regular noun. So we add s, boots, uniforms. A tomato. So here what happens? It is a consonant T followed by an O, which are the two letters at the end. So a consonant followed by O means we need to add es, tomatoes. A box, we end the word with x, boxers. Es. A vase, we have a consonant followed by e, vases. So I hope now you have some understanding how we can convert the singular form of the countable nouns into the plural form. Okay, so this is another exercise which I included here for you to get used on how we need to use these countable singular form nouns and countable plural nouns. So select the correct noun to complete the sentence. So you need to read the sentence and see which word or words out of the given two choices will be suitable to complete this sentence. So I will give you 2 minutes. Please try to find the correct word for these 5 sentences. 2 minutes. Okay, so I hope you might have completed this exercise. So let's do it together. The first sentence, I need to eat an blank for breakfast. I need to eat an blank for breakfast. So we use a or an when we are representing a singular noun. So out of these two, what is the suitable singular word? It is orange. I need to eat an orange for breakfast. Second sentence. We never eat blank. So you are given sandwich or sandwiches. So what is the answer? Yes, sandwiches. We never eat sandwiches. So here we actually talk in the general conditions. In general, we never eat. So in that case, we cannot use a singular noun, but we need to use the plural noun. And also here, we are not given a. So here in the first question or first sentence, you were given an. But here, no such given, or it is not given even in the two answers. So we have to select the plural one. We never eat sandwiches. Third sentence. Several blank kittens are playing. So what is the answer here? Yes, I hope you might have found it. Several kittens are playing. So when we have the word several, it means plural. So we cannot use a kitten, but we will have to use kittens. Several kittens are playing. So the fourth sentence. We saw a mango blank on the side of the road. We are given tree and trees. So what should be the answer? Yes, it should be tree. Why? Here in the sentence, it is mentioned we saw a. So it is a mango tree, which means if we have a, it is always singular form. So we saw a mango tree on the side of the road. Next sentence. Monkeys like to eat blank. A banana, bananas. So what is the answer here? Yes, bananas. Monkeys like to eat bananas. Here, the monkeys are in the plural. So in that case, we cannot use a banana because we are talking in general. So we have to use the plural form. Monkeys like to eat bananas. Right. So with this exercise, I hope now you are familiar on how we use a singular noun or a plural noun which comes under the countable categories, that is a singular countable noun or a plural countable noun in a sentence to get the correct meaning. So I hope it is clear to you. So with this, we come to the end of today's lesson. So today we learned to study the picture given and to map it to a particular text, and then we learned about the plurals of countable nouns. So we learned to add s, we learned to add es, and also there were some exceptions as well. So I think you are clear with all these. So with that, we conclude the lesson here, and we will meet for next lesson, lesson number 6 again. Thank you.